Find the real zeros of the polynomial function. Use a graph of the location principle to help shorten your list of possible rational zeros.
So our function is f of x equals 2x cubed minus 9x squared plus 2x plus 20, and we should expect to get 3 zeros, right? It's the 3 places where this thing crosses the x-axis. All right, now where I'm going to start is by using the rational zero test or theorem, and I'm going to list out all the possible factors of 20, which are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. And then I'm going to list out all the factors of 2, 1 and 2, and now I divide those things, the constant divided by the leading coefficient, so x could possibly be plus or minus 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20, and now divide them all by 2, except the even ones, 1 half, 5 halves, and looks like that's about it. Okay, so we have all those possibilities. I'm going to use a graph to help me select which ones that I might be appropriate. I can look at this graph and say that absolutely it is impossible for one to work, 2 to work, 4 to work, 5 to work, 10, or 20. So we're down to just checking, hey, half can't work either, can it?
No.
See, that's going to be a surprise when everybody's watching the video. What happened? Okay, so that's the only one there is to test. Anything else must be, since it's not in the list, must be irrational. So I'm going to test out, synthetically divide this by 5 halves, put that on the outside of the box. I got a 2, a negative 9, 2, and 20. 2, 5, negative 4, negative 10, negative 8, and negative 20. Huh, look at that, worked. Okay. So now, since I am only finding the zeros, I do not have to factor this. I am going to just take all these numbers and I'm going to divide them by 2 to get x squared minus 2x minus 4. And I'm going to try to either factor that thing or use quadratic formula or complete the square, something in order to get those zeros. Well, since I couldn't find any other possibilities in this list, that's kind of a clue that you won't be able to factor this thing. So if you take a look at your quiz, there were a number of you tried to factor it or thought it factored in. That wasn't possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and complete the square because it's my favorite thing in math to do. X squared minus 2x plus a blank equals, add the 4 over, plus blank. Take half of the 1, square it, it's 1. Add 1 to the other side. Left side factors as x minus 1 squared equals 5. Take the square root of both sides. Running out of room. X minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 5. Add the 1 over, x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 5. And then our original one, the one that we found by synthetic division, was 5 halves, and there are 3 of them.